What are your 5 momentum factors for success?
So the momentum factors are interesting because as I thought about, you've got these things that haven't changed, the dynamic market leverage factors, you've got the new realities. If you do all of that, will you be successful? And the answer is not necessarily. And so I said, why is that? And there really are some things that make the difference between a marketing organization that is really successful and one that sort of struggles to get out of its own way. In fact, it's something I call static. If I think about noise in the marketplace, there's 2 types of noise. There's the noise that's outside with everyone else talking that you're trying to get through, and then there's the static in your own organization. And that's where you can't even get heard by your own people. And so what you need to do is to clear that static is, first of all, to make sure you have organizational commitment. And that means starting from the top, from the CEO and the executive team, that they are bought into what you're doing. They understand the value of the marketing programs. It's not an expense. It's something that actually they think really adds value. Secondly, you need to make sure you have the right resources. It can be more dangerous to put out a little bit of money into a little bit of marketing than to do none at all. So make sure you're resourced and you have enough money, people, et cetera, to move forward. And third is to have the right people. Because you can have a team that looks great on paper, but if they're not the right people matched to the right skills with the right leader, that's a problem. Fourth is technology. And technology is our friend in most cases, but sometimes it's not. Sometimes it gets in our own way. And when we want to have the technology just to say we have technology, the latest systems, the latest software, the latest this and that, I've seen organizations trip over themselves because they're so busy implementing a marketing automation system, tying it to a CRM, and then how we're going to do with this and that, and they can't ever get anything done. So you want to have enough, it's sort of like Goldilocks. You don't want to have too much, you don't want to have too little, you want to have just right, enough technology to keep you going. And then finally, you need to understand your environment. And what I mean by that is, what is the situation the company's in right now? How are they competing? What is it they need to do? And I think one of the big things I talk about is market disruption, which is everything is going along fine and you think your market is stable and then someone comes and disrupts it. I came here today in an Uber car. Okay, Uber started out a few years ago because taxi cab service was terrible in San Francisco and someone said, there's got to be a better way. So what happened is they have totally disrupted the local transport business, and you can be Uber, or you could be Lyft, who comes in afterwards and said, we're sort of like Uber, but a little bit less expensive. You could be someone who says, I'm going to do something similar and I'm going to provide services that are complementary. Or you can be the taxi cabs who are saying, no, it's not fair. Fix this. I want my medallion back and I paid a lot of money for it, and fix this. The areas where we're seeing people that are really moving forward are where taxi cabs are saying, how can I be more Uber-like? How can I provide that service so I can be competitive? It happened with Airbnb in the hospitality industry. So what's the next industry that's going to be turned upside down? Is your market, which looks nice and safe and comfortable, is your whole business going to be turned upside down? And if so, do you want to be Uber? Do you want to be the people who come after Uber? Or do you want to be the people who are sitting there sort of waiting to be Uberized? And my suggestion is you don't want to be the fly waiting to hit the windshield. You want to be the person who says, hey, let's go out and break new ground. So if you look at getting the organization behind you, about having the right people, the right resources, the right technology, and understanding the market and the environment in which you compete, then I think you're going to be able to move forward in a lot more effective fashion.